Good morning, guys. Just wanted to say hello. Making a video about what I'm doing today, which is nothing that important. I'm hoping to get the Pico scope on the Impala later. But what I'm looking right now is a couple of compressors I got in my basement. I got an old, this is actually a Sears and Roebuck compressor. It's real old, dual piston. When I'm getting up around 110, 120 pounds, it's starting to slow down on its compression. I think it might actually be starting to wear out a little bit. But I got a shut-off on this one on my line here. You can see there's a shut-off on there, a little petcock or whatever. I put a water separator and filter on this one, but I have no shut-off on there. So I'm thinking I might want to get a little petcock. Probably two close nipples like that. Two close nipples, 1/4 inch shut off. I could put it on that side or I could put it right here. You see how I'm gonna do this. Could put a close nipple in here. And then a nipple, a shut off, and a nipple. I'm gonna get two close nipples and a shut off. So I guess we're going for a ride to Home Depot. So maybe I'll take you guys. Well, we're in the E320. This is the one I got to do some exhaust work on. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. The downstream cat is breaking up a little bit, and it sounds like a can of marbles when I start accelerating. It's vibrating inside the exhaust pipe. So somebody recommended I go with an X pipe, and I agree with that recommendation. So I'm going to put an X pipe in, eliminate the catalytic converters, the downstream ones, not the upstream ones. And the resonators are going to go too. We're just going to try running it with the stock muffler and see how that sounds. I heard another Mercedes where he put in an X pipe and eliminated the resonators, and it had a totally different sound. Pretty rich, actually. There's a nice throaty growl to it. I don't want something that's obnoxiously loud, but I would like a little more sound out of it. My E430 is so quiet, I don't get any kind of audio feedback from the engine, much of anything from that. I can tell where I'm at with it, but I'd like a little bit of a growl to that too. So we'll see how this one goes, and if all goes well and I like the sound, I'm probably going to be doing that to the E430 as well. I got a lot of work to do on the E430. I have upper control arms. I bought forged ones instead of the stamped steel. Hopefully that'll be an improvement in the way the car handles and rides. Seen that dog hanging out of the window? That was cool. I'm going the long way because I try to avoid streets. I hate traffic lights and bumps. So, taking the long route. The roads are a lot more quiet with this COVID-19 thing going on. We'll see what Home Depot looks like. I'll turn the camera back on when we get there. Yeah. Got a 14mm wrench on the hose, and then my crescent wrench on here. I Teflon my connections. We don't want any leaks. Leaks are not good. I bought brass. It seemed to be better connections than the steel. A couple of more bucks, but I think it's worth it. That's pretty damn tight. I think I have steel connectors though. Did I buy a brass one? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. I have the steel ones. I should have bought a brass connector, but I got the steel ones. Oh, damn it, I needed a female. You son of a bitch. I'm gonna need that coupling after all for that. Let's go over the compressor. What did I just drop? Was that the plug? Put my shut off in after my regulator, which is a little half-ass backwards, but it'll work. I got to Teflon this connection back up. I used thread sealer on there before. This time I'm going with Teflon. Same difference, don't matter. They both do the job. They both get the job done. Husky. Gotta love Husky. Gotta love Husky. What the hell heavy they went with that stuff there. I can't get a bite with it. It does not want to thread in there. There it goes. 14 mil? No, it's not. Maybe we can get one more turn on there. do it, guys. And snap for that. Now I don't have a female hose connector, so I'm gonna have to use a coupling for a male one, which will work. No big deal. I thought I had some of these female, but I don't. I do not. Only have male. The hell did I do with the male one? Did I put it away? Yes, I did, didn't I? Thought I just Tefloned one of them. Maybe not. Get happy with the Teflon, live it up. Get happy with the Teflon, live it up. It shouldn't leak. We're good, no leaks. See how my connection is. This one doesn't fit in here. Well, I don't like this fancy shit because it doesn't work too good. get my bigger crescent wrench. Where the hell that is? There it is. And I don't know what I did with the 14mm. There it is. One with these other connectors. I picked these up. Look nice. Aluminum. They don't seem to want to play well with the other tools. So we're going to get rid of that. And take that other end off of that socket, off of that ratchet. This one, this is going to go. Well, oddball size too. I'm gonna go with the standard stuff. Teflon that up. Teflon that other hose. Yes, I'm going crazy with the Teflon. You don't need that much. You don't need that much. I'm just putting extra on. Because I'm fiddle fucking around. You don't need that much. A little bit does it. 1 or 2 wraps is good. I'm going with like 3 or 4. What did I do at the end? Going in the tool. Not gonna go crazy on that. Don't want to crack anything. Now I need the coupling end here. And we should be good to go. That should be it. Now we got more than enough hose to do what we want to do. I can run my compressor away from the camera when I'm filming for you guys. Shouldn't have a whole ton of compressor noise. That's it. I hope I didn't bore bore you guys to death. I just figured I'd let you hang out with me for a while if you wanted to. I know this video isn't about much of anything, but it's something that I had to take care of this morning, and it's done now, and I'm happy. I'm looking forward to getting the Onyx, what the hell is it called again? Oh shit, getting old sucks, I'm telling you, man. The Nano. I bought the Astro Pneumatic 1119A 1119A mini wobble air ratchet. This thing is great, fantastic. Look at how small it is. Fits right in the palm of my hand. Great for tight spots. I have this 3/8 drive Cobalt. I'm not a big fan of Cobalt tools, but I got this for next to nothing. I got a good deal on this. I picked this up, Cobalt, half-inch, what is it, 20 volt? 24 volt impact. That thing is a monster. But those are the only two Cobalt tools I have. But I'm looking to getting the Astro Pneumatic Nano. That is a beautiful impact gun, and it is so small. So, well guys, thanks for tuning in. I like the way this car rides and handles. I love the E430 too. E430 feels heavy and more stable. I think this is a little lighter around the turns with the V6 in it and the rear wheel drive. It's a lighter car. But the E430 has the lower profile tires, so that makes that handle pretty good. I like them both. They're not sports cars, but they're more sporty than a lot of American cars. My 08 Impala is great in a straight line. Does not take turns terrifically. That kind of wants to push front wheel drive. Freaking pothole on a thruway cost me almost $900. I bubbled out a tire, and the E430 is all-wheel drive. I had to replace all 4 tires on that. That was lovely. The thruway department has a clause that they are not liable for pothole damage between the months of November and April. Isn't that lovely? I'm gonna park over here away from people. Try to avoid door dings. We'll have some idiot drive into the car. Well, let's go see if anybody's even in here. I'm sure people are still doing what they need to do. I brought my Purell hand sanitizer. I had a 16-ounce bottle of it before this happened. 16 ounce 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 bottle of it before this happened. Should have brought a little bag with me. Good morning. I gotta shut the film off or I'll get a copyright violation because of the music. Now we're going to Harbor Freight Tools. I bought one of the ends, the couplers for air hose. I bought a quarter coupler and a little petcock, air petcock for that compressor out of Home Depot. I want to get 25-foot length of really nice soft black rubber hose from Harbor Freight. I got this blue hose, but it's like that plasticky crap. If it gets a little cool, it's a pain in the ass to roll up. It does not handle very nicely. If it's really hot out, it's not that bad, but it sucks. I don't like it. I want to have 50 feet of hose because I want to be able to get the compressor far enough away when I'm filming that everybody just didn't hear in the damn compressor run. That little one is loud as hell. That smaller one I showed you that I found. Somebody actually put that out in the garbage. Brand new. Thing looked like it was hardly ever used. The oil in it was beautiful. I wish I could have got more of their tools they had. I'm sure they dumped more than that. I have no shame. I'll scrounge in the garbage. I'm not rich. Somebody's throwing out useful equipment or tools, I'll grab it. Be a fool not to. Love bagging people at this stop sign, boy. Steering angle sensor in this car, I'm getting a code for that. That's why I get fault messages up here. So with the steering angle sensor not working, the ESP and everything is not working as well. So I'm getting 5 malfunctions but the only code I get is for the steering angle sensor. I bought one of them on eBay and it didn't work. I installed it, it didn't solve the problem. So I ordered another one. I got them for like 30 or 40 bucks. I'm gonna try one more of them. Then I'm gonna have to, if that doesn't work, I'm gonna have to start doing some voltage tests and whatnot with my scope and see if it's a computer problem or a wiring issue or something going to that steering angle sensor. There might be nothing wrong with the steering angle sensor. It could be a connection problem or a computer issue. It's another one of the projects we'll have to do. I got to put motor mounts in this. I got to do the exhaust on this. Then on the E430, I have to do the upper control arms, tie rod ends. Then I'll get it aligned. I may throw lower ball joints in it too while I'm at it. I'll see how tight the ones are that are in there. Sometimes if I'm doing suspension work, I like doing it all. Parts aren't that much money. Car's got 130,000 miles on it. If they haven't done the lower ball joints, it's got to be due anyway, so I might throw a set of injectors in that as well on the E430 with the mileage that it's got on it. Some guys have their channels, oh, they said the mileage on the car is irrelevant. That's bullshit. How could it be irrelevant? For 130,000 miles, those injectors have been firing. Tell me there's not wear and tear on them and a little decline in efficiency on how they're spraying. You know? That car wasn't maintained that good. There wasn't a lot of sludge in it or anything when I opened up the engine, the valve covers, but you could tell that they weren't doing oil changes as often as they should have. I do my oil changes religiously. On these, I'm going 6,000 to 7,000 miles because they hold almost 8 quarts. So, like this one, the last one I did at 95,000. Next one is due at 102. So I'm going 7,000 miles on it, which is not bad. I may even throw a filter element in there in between that. I gotta watch I don't get a ticket. I'm speeding on here. I think it's 35. Oh, maybe not. Not 35. We're gonna slow down. Don't need a ticket, right guys? No tickets. Tickets are no good. I got up before sunrise this morning. Well, I wake up sometime between 3 and 4 in the morning most of the time. So this morning I left while it was still dark and I went to a boat launch about a half hour away from my house and I collected river rocks. I have a blind niece. I'm gonna do painted rocks with her, and some of them I'm gonna make tactile with stick-on eyeballs, and they have this paint you put on that feels like felt when it dries. So we'll do some tactile rocks for her. She's all excited about the thought of getting together at my house and doing that. It'll be a fun day. She's in the band Flame the band. It's everybody that's disabled, physical, mental disabilities, and they all play. They've actually toured Greece. She went to Italy. Very exciting for them. I'm glad they have that for them. Terrific activity for her to get involved with. And she actually gets paid to perform. So she's a rock star, man. Adrian the rock star. Look up the band Flame. Check it out. They do a lot of cover songs. Alright, I'll turn it back on when we get to Harbor Freight. I got nothing to say. Well, I didn't turn it on in the store. This is the hose I bought. I bought the 50-foot length. I was going to get the 25-footer, but you know what? I don't want to be short on hose, so more air for me to use anyway, right, guys? One of these days this is not going to work. Sometimes I stick the key in and it doesn't do anything. I hope the ignition is not starting to go on this. Had it happen on the other one too, but this one's more common. Hear the marbles? Hear the can of marbles? This needs motor mounts on it. I don't know if you can hear the vibration, but they're definitely shot. That'll be another video I'll be doing. That's gonna be fun trying to film that. Sorry about the wind noise. I had the window open. I wasn't even thinking of that. I got it cracked now because I vape. I gotta give that habit up too. I quit smoking about 6 years ago. I can breathe a hell of a lot better, but lungs were meant to breathe air, not this crap either, but it's the one bad habit I got. I drink only 1 cup of coffee a day usually. Sometimes I'll have another half a cup, but the only real vice I got going on. I'm a born-ass teetotaler. It's a fun little road to drive down. Blow the carbon out, floor it. New York State's getting hit hard with this shit, this COVID-19. I forgot to use hand sanitizer when I came out of that store, damn it. I didn't really touch anything but the hose, so. Trying not to touch my face. Wash my hands when I get home. Probably touched my face already. Damn it. Seeing a lot more different types of birds around, which is nice. I put a video up of them at my bird feeder. They go to town in the morning and the afternoon. This thing is shifting really nice ever since I put that Lucas transfix in here. I see quicker shifts. I highly recommend that stuff for your transmission. Definitely can't hurt it. Well, here we go. The party's over. No more zipping around turns now. We're going to be going slow. death, guys. I know I'm boring. Should I stop and get ice cream like Eric O? I don't think so. The police. Well, I'm almost home, guys.
You were filming that?
I thought I was filming my putting those airlines together. I don't know if my camera glitched out again, but if it did, well, guys, whatever. I just figured I'd drag you along with me this morning while I did a little running around. Well, we'll see what we can do later today. The weather doesn't look like it's going to be that bad. Tomorrow we're going to be, if O-rings show up, we're waiting on a delivery of O-rings, but if the O-rings come, tomorrow I will be doing an oil relocation kit on a 1100 Yamaha V-Star. I don't know any if you ride that bike, but the design on that is absolutely absurd. To do an oil change, you basically need to pull the exhaust pipes and the foot peg, the footrest, and I believe the brake off or loosen them to get to the oil filter. Absolutely ridiculous. We're going to put a relocation kit that puts the filter right down in the middle of the frame, and all you got to do is reach in, twist off an oil filter, and twist one on. Much better improvement on that. So we'll be doing that video tomorrow, guys. All right, take good care of your cars and your bikes, and they'll take care of you. Bye bye.